good afternoon, good evening. You're listening to the Right Brain Podcast with me, Dino Gabriel. Hello! Welcome to the Right Brain Podcast, the podcast where we try to look at life in a new and creative perspective. I am your host, Dina Gabriel, and welcome to episode 3. First off, happy Monday to everyone listening to this. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my listeners on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor. First off, before I get into the episode, I just got glasses, and I never realized how much I couldn't see until I actually started wearing the glasses. And my God, everything is so clear now. If I were to describe what I saw before I put on my glasses, imagine the world but having a plastic bag over it, like a very thin plastic bag, and it's kind of blurry and rough. Yeah, that's what I saw. But now since I'm wearing my glasses, everything is crystal clear. Well, it's not crystal clear, but everything is so much clearer. And whoa. That's all I could really say. Whoa. So anyway, let's get into the episode. Episode 3. The Fear of Success. The way I got this episode idea to talk about, was through taking a shit. And I was just sitting on the toilet, and a bunch of thoughts would run through my head when I'm taking a dump. And one of the thoughts that stuck with me was that I'm scared to become successful, or I'm scared to succeed in certain aspects of life. What made me realize this is because whenever I would do something good, well, like schoolwork, or maybe I made a good TikTok video that went viral, or some things that are just getting praised by people, I would always get that feeling of anxiety, or I'd be anxious when my stuff would get praised, because I'm scared that the next one that I would make wouldn't live up to expectations, which leads me not to continue a lot of things. That's why I stopped making YouTube videos. Back in the day, I would make videos talking about stories in my life and comedy bits. Or when I was making TikToks, I would end up making TikToks that related around mental health and fitness. And also, I would also do a lot of sketch comedy and comedy bits on TikTok. But there was a certain point in my life where I was doing well in terms of social media, and all the videos that I was making was nice, like in terms of analytics and stuff like that. But then suddenly I just shut down. I got anxious. I was scared to open my notifications, and I just couldn't live up to the expectations that I was assuming that people had on me, or the expectations that I was making for myself. And when it comes to my real life, my life out of social media, I noticed this pattern as well when it comes to making projects for class, short films for class. I am a film student, so that's the type of things we have to do. The projects that I would make would sometimes be really good, as in terms of above expectations. My friends like it, my profs like it, and I get a really good grade. But then when it comes to the next project that I have to make for class, it doesn't show any improvement, and I feel like I could do so much better, but I don't, because inside I feel like if I create so much expectations of myself in front of others, they're going to be expecting more from me, and I don't want that responsibility or that pressure to hold me back. So I don't improve, I don't get better, I end up being stagnant. And I firmly believe this is what holds me back, this sort of mentality, this fear of success, because I want to be better. I want to improve. I want to show that I could do these things. But deep down, I don't want to do these things because I'm also scared that I make expectations that's so hard to reach, and I end up disappointing not only myself but those who have the expectations on me. So what I did was that I researched about this fear because it felt like it was a common thing, but there's no exact way to describe it. And luckily, I found a subreddit that was talking about this, and what I read from one of the comments was that this mentality is like a muscle. See, what I understood from it is that when we live our life throughout the years and we create this fear, this anxiety that we develop of success, we train ourselves to sabotage. Yeah, we self sabotage ourselves not to improve because when we create these expectations that may seem too high to reach, we end up being stagnant instead of moving up and trying to reach that expectation. Because deep down, I feel like we fear that once that we reached a certain expectation, there's going to be one that's so much higher, and we're scared that we might not be able to reach it. So, I guess a takeaway from today's episode is that the fear of success should be a mentality that we should train to get rid of. We should train our mentality to accept success and accept that success is going to cause us to change. Success is something that comes with so much more than just high expectations. Success comes with responsibilities, comes with pressure that we have to learn to embrace. I know that failure is something that's very scary and something that hurts when we actually fail. But we gotta learn to accept that it's okay to fail. It's okay to fall down. It's getting back up that's what matters. Yes, we get knocked down, but I get up again. But yes, it's okay to get knocked down, but you gotta remember to pick yourself back up. Because if you just get knocked down and you stay down, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna stay there and you're not gonna improve. And deep down, I know you want to improve. Deep down, I know you want to be successful. But to be successful, you gotta get back up and take it one step at a time. And I know, as corny as this will sound, it really is baby steps into giant strides. I don't know where that quote came from, actually. I've heard like numerous sources say it's from this, it's from that. But yes, you should really take that quote to heart. Baby steps into giant strides. So, with that being said, I'll leave y'all with this. 1% is way better than 0%. And if you can improve yourself 1% every day, in 100 days, you'll get there. And that is our episode for today. Thank you everyone for listening to the Right Brain Podcast. I am your host, Dina Gabriel. New episodes every Monday. And till then, if you want to send any questions, ideas, or topics for me to talk about, feel free to send me a DM at the Right Brain Podcast on Instagram. Or you could send me an email at therightbrainpodcast@gmail.com. With that being said, stay safe, take care. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.